into a beautiful connection to really remain within our balance. So we're going to find a nice comfortable seat. We're going to ground down through the tailbone, drop nice and tall through the spine, relax the shoulders back and down. We're just going to take a breath to prepare, and then we're going to come into alternative nostril breathe in. So breathe in nice and deep. Exhale slowly. Just allow yourself to prepare to come into your connection with your breath. So we're going to raise the right hand up towards the face. We're going to cover the left nostril with the ring finger. Just placing the right thumb by the right nostril. And then placing the fingers in between, just on the bridge of the nose or in between the eyebrows. So just allow yourself to find your connection, close your eyes. And then keep that left nostril covered. We're going to inhale through the right side. Cover the right. And then exhale through the left. Inhale back through the left. Cover the left, exhale through the right. Inhale right, exhale left. So continue with that pattern of breath in your own time, at your own pace, focusing on lengthening the exhale. And just taking that gentle pause for reflection in between each breath. Just allowing the mind to begin to calm, to re-energize the body as we draw equal amounts of oxygen through both sides of the brain, creating balance and clarity within. Allow yourself to be within your stillness here. Feel the breath naturally deepen. Be aware of the sensations that travel through. Just take 3 more rounds of breath in. Deepen that last inhale. Retain the breath at the top. Exhale. And as that breath leaves the body, release your hand down onto your knee. Both palms on the knees, find that grounding. Take a breath in through both sides now. And let it go. Okay, just taking a moment here to just be aware of that feeling, the sensations that flow. Feel the ease of the breath traveling in now. The deepening of that exhale. And the cooling sensation that travels in with your inhale to renew and rebalance every part of your being. So keep that connection with you as we move through our practice. Feel free to keep the eyes closed, or you can begin to flutter them open. And when you're ready, we're going to gently come round onto all fours. It's a nice slow movement, mindful, keeping that connection through the body. So we're going to place the hands shoulder width apart on the mat, spread the fingers nice and wide, wrists underneath shoulders, and make sure the weight is even through the center of the palms. Knees and feet hip width apart, knees under hips. Gently drawing in through the core and neck nice and long. We're going to move through our cat-cow connection. So as you breathe in, begin to drop the belly, lifting the head and chest towards the opposite wall. As you exhale, draw the core in, curl through the spine, arch the back and drop the crown of the head down. Begin to inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the head and chest. Exhale, draw the core in, tuck the tailbone, arch the back, drop the crown of the head. Begin to connect to that motion through the body, just manipulating through the spine, releasing tightness and tension. Maybe closing the eyes again if they're not already. Really connect to the breath. Time the movement with the breath and prepare to slow that breath down. Filling the lungs right to the top as you inhale. Softening through the body, releasing all the toxins and stress from in as you exhale before you take your next breath. Keep that moving, and after your next exhale you've got 2 more full cat-cows. Focusing through mind and body, releasing completely from distraction now, just drawing into yourself what you need in this moment. Slow that last exhale down, no rush. Push through the hands when you come into that last exhale. Arching through the back in your cat pose. And then just take a moment to release the spine back to neutral. Just gently rock the hips from side to side. Beautiful. Keeping that breath connection here. We're going to ground the palms, tuck the toes under. Inhale, push the bottom up and back behind you into downward dog. Readjust where you need to. And push through the palms high into the hips, back and down into the heels. Drop the crown of the head. Don't tip it too low. We want to keep the neck nice and long. Keep drawing in through the core. Keep your connection. Slow breaths in. Slow breaths out as you push back and down into the heels. Again, breathe into the hips. Exhale, push back and down into the heels. One more time, breathe into the hips. Exhale, push back and down into the heels. As you let that breath go, bend into both knees and then inhale that left foot through to the front of your mat into a lunge position. So knee over ankle on that front foot. Feel free to drop that back knee down if you want to. And just allow the hip to open. Ground through that right palm. We're going to inhale the left arm up, twisting through the spine, pushing through to the top hand, extending through the chest, opening the heart space. Slow the breath. slow breath into the fingertips. Exhale, release that top hand down, squaring the hips. Then inhale that back foot through to the front, into a forward fold. Feet still hip width apart. Let the upper body drop down softly. Still a little bend into the knees, gently sway from side to side. Beautiful. Find your stillness in your forward fold. Deep breath in through to the hips, up through the ribs. Exhale, let it go. Relax through the shoulders, nice deep bend into the knees, ground through the soles of the feet. As you inhale, begin to roll up. One vertebrae at a time, nice and slow, connecting through the body as you rise. Tucking the tailbone under when you get halfway. Shoulders and head come up last, lengthening through the legs. We're going to inhale the arms all the way up. Bring the palms together above the head. So take a nice gentle breath in here. Exhale slowly. Let your next breath in, push through to the fingertips. As you exhale, just lean over to the left. Just extending through the side body, keeping the hips square. Still relaxing into both shoulders, still grounding through the center of both soles. Keep that connection to the earth space. Inhale, lengthening through as you come back to center. Exhale over to the right. Keep the hips square, drop the shoulders. Breathing slowly. Beautiful. Inhale back to center, lengthen through the midline. And exhale the hands down through to your heart space. Take a deep breath in. Let the breath go. Beautiful. Release the hands. Gently walk that out through the legs. And then we're going to bring that right leg back, left leg forward into a high lunge position. So feet facing the same way, hips nice and square. Drop knee over ankle on that front foot and lift that back heel. Tilt the pelvis under and just allow that length all the way through the body. Keep drawing up through the core, up through the pelvic floor. Relax the shoulders. Inhale the arms all the way up, bringing the palms together above the head again. Slow breaths in. If it's too much with the arms in the air, just bring them onto the hips at any point, or rest them onto the thigh at the front. Beautiful. Keep the breath flowing. Next breath in, lengthen through to the fingertips. As you exhale, drop that back foot down, and then lengthen through that front leg as we twist the hips towards the front. So you might need to readjust the feet a little. So squaring the hips towards the front, lengthening through the body, drawing in through the core. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, I'm going to drop this left hand down, tipping from the hips, floating down into your triangle. So open up through the chest, fingertips to fingertips, eye gaze anywhere from the earth up towards the sky. Just imagine you're up against a wall, so you've got a nice flat back extension. Lengthen through. If this is too much, just bend into that front knee, just resting the arm on the thigh. Listen to your body today. You can put your hand on a block. So use whatever support you need in this space. Just listen into what your body's saying right now. Beautiful. Feel that deep body stretch all the way through. Okay, if the eye gaze is up, we're going to bring it back down to the earth. I'm going to transition into our goddess pose. So still drawing in through the core, we're going to inhale, bend into that front knee, ground through that front foot. As you inhale again, lifting up through the chest, bringing that front arm all the way up. Turn the toes out to the corners of the mat, square the hips. Exhale, bend into the elbows, drop into those knees. Drop the bottom low. Load into the thighs, but still keeping the tailbone under. duck, drawing in through the core. Keep that connection through center. Slow the breath. Beautiful. Still drawing into yourself here, focusing on what your body needs. Don't get drawn into distraction. Remain in that balanced state. Inhale the palms together. Exhale the hands down through to heart center. Release the hands, lengthen through the legs. Turn that back foot in, and then that right foot all the way round. Keep the hips square towards me. Lengthening up through the body, keep the tailbone under. Inhale the arms up either side of the body to shoulder height. Drop them down into the back. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, push that front hand forward, tip from the hips, palms to the front, float down into your triangle. Again, using whatever you need, a block underneath this bottom hand, bend into that thigh, and focus on lengthening through the body. Roll that top shoulder back, eye gaze anywhere from the earth to the sky. Remember, it's going to feel different on both sides, that's fine. Just again, recognizing what your body is asking of you today. Just feel that extension all the way through the body, unwinding from all that tension and tightness. Bringing the balance in with each breath here. Slow and steady. The eye gaze is up, bring it back down towards the earth. We're going to come into that high lunge position. Now if you feel that you'd rather rise up to come into that position, you just adjust where you need to. Otherwise, we're going to take a breath in, bend into that front knee as we twist that back foot in, squaring the hips towards this front leg. Then inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale, drop into that front hip. So knee over ankle on that front foot, lifting the heel on the back foot, lengthening through the body. Again, find your comfort here. Feel free to drop down onto back knee or bring the hands onto the hips, bring it out to the sides for balance if that feels better. There's no right or wrong, just allow yourself to be within the space that you are today. No judgment, no expectation, just you. Beautiful. Take a breath in, release the hands, exhale, tip from the hips, slowly bringing the hands down to the earth. Staying in that high lunge position if that feels okay for you. We're going to come into that twist, so if you need to drop down onto that knee, do that now. Ground down through that left palm, inhale the right arm up, twisting through the body. If you are in standing lunge, keep pushing into that back heel, keeping that front knee over ankle. Slow the breath. Beautiful. Deep breath in through to the fingertips. Exhale, release that top hand down. Bring the hands shoulder width apart onto the mat. When you're ready, squaring the hips, we're going to inhale that front foot back into downward dog. Adjust where you need to find your comfort. Ground through the palms, push high into the hips, back and down into the heels. Drop the crown of the head. Keep that alignment through the body. Nice deep stretch all the way through. If you need support under the feet, you can pop a block just under the ankles. The ankles do not have to touch the mat. Just breathe. So inhaling deep into the ribs, up into the hips. Exhaling into the heels, grounding further into the earth. Again, breathe in, lengthen through the body. Exhale, push back and down into the heels. Beautiful. One more time. Breathe in, lengthen through to the hips. Exhale, pushing back and down into the heels. Next breath in, push into the hips. As you exhale, slowly lower down onto knees, nice and gently. Drop the toes down against the mat, bringing the wrist back under the shoulders, knees under hips. Gently rock from side to side. You can turn the head. Beautiful. Okay, so from here we're going to bring the big toes together, knees nice and wide. We're going to find some comfort here. So if you've got a blanket, bolster or something to put underneath your chest, just find a little bit of comfort. So when you have, take a breath in. As you exhale, push your bottom back towards your heels. You can also pop a blanket or a block there. As you exhale, chest onto your blanket or block or bolster. And then relax the shoulders. You might need to turn the head if you have got your head on a block or bolster. And then just release down into that child's pose, just finding that place of comfort for you. Just making sure you've got enough space for the belly. With each breath in, allowing the belly to expand. And each breath out, just allow the upper body to soften. Allow the mind to quieten. Beginning to draw into your sacred space. To restore your energy with each breath that you connect to right now. Be within the present moment. And just find your peace within your stillness. If your head's turned one way, just gently turn it the other way. Just allowing that release through the neck. And just for a moment, bring the forehead down so you can lengthen through the back of the neck. You can lift up a little onto the forearms for support if you need to. Just breathing slowly in through the nose, expanding through the belly. Each breath out, just letting the body go. Beautiful. Just one more long breath in. Exhale, release that breath away. On the next breath in, begin to slowly walk the hands in towards the legs. Gently rolling up through the spine, keeping that connection through the body. Keeping your eyes closed if you can. Roll the shoulders back and down when you get to the top. If it's uncomfortable sitting back on the heels, just come into a comfortable position for you as we just gently rock the neck from side to side. Beautiful. Okay, so you can either stay sitting on the heels, or you can come round into a cross-legged position, whatever feels more comfortable for you. Keeping the eyes closed still. We're going to draw up through the spine, tailbone nice and heavy. We're going to reset our breath, reset our mind. We're going to come into our alternative nostril breathing to finish. So draw the right hand up towards the face, ring finger by the left nostril, thumb by the right nostril, 2 fingers in between on the eyebrows, or in between the eyebrows. Cover the left nostril, begin to inhale through the right. Cover the right and exhale through the left. Inhale again through the left. Cover that side and exhale through the right. So as you begin to draw back into your breath, just notice the sensations, the feelings through your head, your neck, spine, and through the rest of your body. Allow yourself to be fully aware of the body now, enhancing that breath as it travels all the way through to the tailbone. As you find that grounding, allow yourself to draw in those feelings to your heart space. As you take 2 more rounds of breath here. On that second exhale, just release the hand down. Take a deep breath in and let the breath go. Beautiful. Just notice that feeling of calm. Notice that balance within.